So tell me what happened last June when you suddenly got the press release.
So the press release just said that you're going to be finished fishing by the 31st of December this year. Your net fishing career is over. There was no science. There was certainly no consultation and no warning. I mean, it was just a press release. So the same times the press heard that they were going to get rid of gill netting, and which that effectively comes in at the end of next month in October, because that's the end of our barra season, our netting season. So it just said, "Yous are finished." It was just gut-wrenching to have that told to you in a press release. I mean, surely there's a...
Did you get any warning? I mean, did you know that the Labor government was going to come into office and one of the first things that Tanya Plibersek would do would be to implement this measure?
No, we had no warning at all. I mean, and now to find out that the Prime Minister signed off on getting rid of gill netting 12 months ago with UNESCO, and then letting his minister then come along 12 months later and implement it and take the Queensland Labor government along for the ride as well, and do it on World Environment Day to make a big hit in her portfolio, in her electorate. The state wasn't ready for it. No one, here we are 3 months down the track from that, and we have no idea whether we're going to get compensated, we're going to be bought out, what the future is, because no one in Queensland who managed the fishery was ready for this.
So let's get this straight. A decision is taken by the Prime Minister when he meets UNESCO in Paris that he has to be doing more, to be looking to save the Great Barrier Reef, and this is what they hit upon.
So we're the low fruit in the primary industry tree, and that's exactly what it was. They just decided, let's just get rid of the gill netting. We're the sacrificial lamb. Here are UNESCO. We've got rid of them. Don't put the reef on the endangered list while we're in power. And that's exactly what's happened. They've come out and said, we think they've done enough to not put the reef in endangered list. Heck knows who's got to go next year, because they'll be back.
And have they produced any science to justify this decision, to show that what your type of fishing actually impacts the biodiversity of the reef?
No science at all. I mean, I asked the question why we're some 80 kilometres from the reef where we work with our gill nets. I said, how are we saving the reef by not catching a barramundi in a creek system in mangrove swamps? Really, how are we saving the Great Barrier Reef? Now, 19 scientists come back, answered that question with the fish are absorbing the carbon dioxide, and if we stop you from taking it, they're going to hold it in under the water, and it's not going to go up into the ozone layer, and it's not going to go out there and cause climate change and bleach the reef.
You're kidding. That's the best they could come up with. 19
scientists agreed with that from UNESCO. So I just said, I'm not going to cop this rubbish. I'm happy to look at science. I'm happy to look at any good reason why we shouldn't. I mean, UNESCO come over here in March last year, travelled along the Queensland coast, spoke to graziers, farmers, recreational fishers. Not one commercial fisher did they approach. They were in my district. They spoke to everyone else but us.